Hi, all my friends out there in pain world. I'm doing a quick video. I haven't been on in a little while because I've been a little busy with stuff. I've been doing a lot of research and everything. I wanted to let you guys know that I have nominated myself to be on the pain task force, which actually has been approved by the United States of America, the White House, the Senate. They have put it through to the Department of Health and Human Services to form a task force to address the issues of gaps and inconsistencies in the new laws and guidelines that have been put out. So hopefully I can get on that task force, because if they're really wanting to know what's going on in rural communities like where I live, and with pain patients who are suffering due to these gaps and inconsistencies, then this is definitely, I'm definitely someone that they should put on the task force, I believe. I have a lot of good input. I have become a reverend, so you know. So yes, I am now Reverend Lynette Shire, and I am trying to reach out as much as I can. Of course, as you know, I'm disabled, so I'm mostly homebound. I did go to the doctor's today, so I had an appointment today to go see my doctor, and so I decided to do this video really quick at home to let you know what's been going on. I've been really busy, so I haven't posted anything because I'm trying to do as much research as I can for this pain task force to just see where they're at and where I see the gaps. Of course, I already know a lot of the gaps. For instance, the lack of palliative care in the rural communities. I should be, because I am 98% homebound at least, and I'm pretty much about 75 to 85% bedbound most of the time. I really should be on palliative care. I already have home health care. I have a caregiver that comes for a few hours a day, and obviously I am a pain patient in grueling pain all the time, which those of you out there who know what it's like to be in constant pain that is intractable, incurable. They tell you that they can't do anything for you. You understand what I'm talking about. And they need to make some exceptions, and I'm really trying to get the IPD code put in there, because there is no code for or ICD code, I think. ICD code. Anyways, there's no code for intractable pain. There's a code for chronic pain, and gosh, there's a code for everything just about, but no code for intractable pain, and there needs to be, so that physicians can separate the ones like us that are running in the gaps, that are a little more severe than just chronic pain, that we are in more serious conditions and it's permanent, there's no cure for us. So that's what I'm hoping for, and my suggestions for the pain task force, if they should choose me. God, pray for me, everyone, that they choose me to be on that pain task force, because it's very, very important. And I have a lot of voices out there who want to speak up, and yeah, give me your ideas, people, and your grievances with this whole thing with the pain, because with the gaps that are there for pain patients due to this opioid crisis, because we are suffering due to the drug addicts of the world, the people who are going overboard and overdosing, using heroin and things like that, getting drugs off the streets and taking way too much of it, obviously. The synthetic versions of our pain medication that is actually much stronger and not what it says it is. People are overdosing on these things, and it's terrible. And us patients that are getting prescribed from their doctors are getting pulled back because the doctors are in fear of getting in trouble now, even though they know that their patient is in extreme severe intractable pain. They're so afraid that they're going to get in trouble that they don't care. Gosh, these glasses, I guess I don't need to see. So these poor doctors are so scared that they are going to lose their licenses. They're not discerning regular chronic pain patients and acute pain patients from the intractable pain, or they're not discerning the intractable pain patients, I should say, from the chronic pain. And there is a huge difference, and that is a serious gap in the system. So I'm just running a quick video here for all my people in the pain community. I see that I have a couple of new people. Welcome to my channel. You will see sporadic videos from me, but I'm going to try to do some more videos on a daily basis with information and news that I'm finding out. I am communicating on a state and federal level with people, with the CDC, with the Department of Health and Human Services, my own medical board, and my physician. We're trying to come up with solutions for me, myself, and for other people, because I definitely advocate for those of you who are in severe pain, who have no cure for their pain. There is no help available for you, and especially those in rural communities like myself who cannot get proper health care out here. Like, for instance, even just, well, palliative care I cannot get out here. They're trying to find me a palliative care doctor so that I can be appropriately treated for my pain, because they're afraid to do it at the pain clinics and the doctor. They're just afraid to put me back on the medication I was on before. So, I'm sorry. I'm going to have to cut this short soon. But, yeah, they can't give me palliative care, and they're trying to find a doctor, but no one comes out to my rural area. Also, I was approved for a wheelchair. My doctor prescribed me I'm sorry, not a wheelchair, a walker, because I was on a cane trying to walk, and it was just getting so bad. I can't walk anyway, and I was just waddling like a penguin that had a broken leg, and it was jamming my shoulder out, and my hand is so bad, it's in constant pain, and it was getting bad. So they ordered me a walker so that I can now start to maybe balance out a little better, because I'm falling all the time now. And it took 4 months to get me that walker. That is how this system is. On top of that, they were supposed to come out. I was approved by my insurance for some environmental changes. We get approved for that when you're under the Centennial Care and you're under the home care like I am, for environmental changes for my health, for safety reasons. And so I was approved for my porch and my railings and everything to be reinforced, and a ramp added so that I can get up to my home, because I am in a manufactured home in a rural community, and right now I have to go up 5 steps, and those steps are breaking apart. The wood is just coming apart on it. The railings are loose and coming off, and some of them are warped and crooked, because whoever built this before I came here did not weather coat it. And so I was approved for a reinforcement of the current deck that is here, new railings, and for a ramp, a 25-foot ramp that is going to go on the other side, so I can actually get up into my house with my walker. But they haven't even started that, and that has been 6 months. So this is where we are just lacking in care everywhere for patients like myself and like others like you. But that's just the tip of the iceberg. The pain portion of it is a terrible thing, because unless you experience the constant agonizing pain that is just like torture, unless you experience that, you have no idea what you're talking about. So until you are there, I'm just going to give you like a small example. Let's say a 50-pound block of cement drops on your foot, but you don't get to take it off. You don't get to move it. You have to stay with that 50-pound block that's killing you. You're screaming in pain. Get it off, get it off, get it off. But guess what? You don't ever get to take that off. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. In my case, 32 years. That's just a minute version of the pain I go through, because mine is all over in various different places and very severe everywhere. And I can't get rid of it. I can't take that block of cement off of my pain. There is nothing that works. Shots don't work. They won't even touch me in physical therapy anymore. They said there's nothing they can do. I am what I am after 32 years, after being a victim of a drunk driving accident. I wouldn't even call it an accident. The guy had 3 prior drunk driving convictions, and that's not an accident. That is a deliberate act of illegal driving under the influence and almost taking someone's life, and instead maiming that person for life and condemning them to a life of pain and suffering. And so there was really no great laws back then. He spent 9 months in the state penitentiary and got out, and that's all she wrote. So he got 9 months, and I have 32 years and counting, the rest of my life with pain. So we have gaps, we have problems, and the opioid crisis is real. I get that. We've got to stop these drug addicts. We have to. And there has to be a way to pave a way for that to be taken care of and addressed without taking away true intractable pain patient medication. True sufferers of pain constantly, we can't function. We can't function in this kind of pain. It is horrible. And so many I've heard, and I really, God bless you. I pray for you all the time. I hear you guys crying out that you just don't want to live anymore. Please do not do anything stupid. Let it take its place, and let us try to get this accomplished. The Pain Task Force is a good thing because it is addressing the gaps. Now, unless they biasly pick and choose people who are just completely against the opioids and they don't actually do what they're supposed to do, and choose people who can actually tell them what's going on and where the gaps and inconsistencies are, that's another issue altogether. But we're hoping that they're going to be open-minded to those who understand what's going on, who see the gaps, who experience the gaps, the professionals who see pain patients and the severity of it and what the guidelines in taking away their medication is doing to them. And yeah, we still have to address those drug addicts. I agree with that, and that's something we've got to deal with. So for now, I'm going to make another video real soon, guys. Welcome my new followers. I'm so glad that you're here. I'm glad you're here. And pray for me. Pray that they will see that I am an important factor in what they're looking for on this task force. And I am willing to do whatever it takes, the work that is needed to help to bridge the gaps and the inconsistencies, to make them consistent, and to bring proper health care and good practice to patients who are in need, who are getting left out, lack of care, and it's going to cause a problem if it's not fixed. People are going to, you know, the ones that I was talking about, God, I hope they don't kill themselves over the pain, because that is not the way. I pray for you every day. Please don't do that. There's going to be changes. But if they don't make the right changes, well, you know, there's always other legal ways to go about this. People like me, it is a very obvious case of severe intractable pain. I have serious injuries, serious problems over age and time from these injuries, and they can't deny that I am in severe pain. All you have to do is look at my records. Hook me up to machines if you've got them. I have severe pain. My blood pressure's high from the pain. I happen to be tougher than the average bear, and I have taken this pain for many years. So I've learned to cope as much as possible. There are days I can't, and it's awful. But I need help to legitimately get the proper doses of pain medication so that I can have a quality of life without the overdose factor. Now, I have in place, you know, they've got me with the naloxone for in case of overdose. I've never had to use it. I do not overdose. I don't overtake my medication. I only take what is prescribed to me, and I take what is needed for the pain. So that is where I'm at now. So anyways, please pray for me. I will be back very, very soon, within the next couple of days here, maybe tomorrow, with another video with some more information. I'm just ending my night at this time. I just got back from going all the way an hour's drive into Albuquerque, because I don't have anything out here in my rural area, and I have to do everything there. So I just got back. I'm in a lot of pain. I've got my heating pad on my back right now, and I have got to lay down and get some rest. I'm hurting. But I wanted to update my fans and my followers and my friends and all those in the pain world. And I'm hoping and praying that we can get this fight out there. We can get this fight on the roll. Not that we want to cause friction and problems for the opioid crisis, and to try to get that under control. We don't want to cause that to stop. We need that to stop. But we cannot be left out either. So there's got to be a way we can get the proper care that we need, those who really need these medications. These medications are a legitimate practice, and they are for legitimate people like myself and many others who suffer on a daily basis. So let's pray, everybody. God bless America. God bless pain patients. And let's advocate for us and for all of those who are experiencing the downfalls of the new guidelines and the issues that fall through the cracks. We're trying. I'm glad that they're putting forth the effort for this pain task force. So pray for me that I get on this task force, and I promise you I'm going to do the best I can to get across